Summary of Shooting an Elephant by George Orwell. In the British colony of Burma, George Orwell is the subdivisional police officer for a town. A lot of people in the town hate him because he is an invader from the military. The Burmese never fully rebel, but they show how disgusted they are by making fun of Orwell all the time. Orwell has two different reactions to this situation. On the one hand, his job makes him hate how the British Empire treats its people badly all the time. On the other hand, he doesn't like the neighbors because they bother him. Orwell isn't sure whether to call the British Raj unbreakable tyranny or to say that killing a farmer who is causing trouble would be the greatest joy in the world. There is an event one day that shows Orwell the real nature of imperialism. An elephant that was kept as a pet got out of its chains and is now threatening people and property. It's Mahout, who is the only person who can handle the elephant, went in the wrong direction to find it and is now 12 hours away. In the area where the elephant was last seen, Orwell goes. People in the neighborhood give such different accounts that Orwell almost believes the whole story was made up. He hears a loud noise nearby and turns a corner to see a worker, called a coolie, lying dead in the mud after being smashed and skinned by a wild elephant. Someone works for Orwell and is told to bring him a gun that can kill an elephant. The assistant of Orwell comes back with the gun, and the locals tell him that the elephant is in a field nearby. A lot of people from the area follow Orwell as he goes to the field. People in town have seen the gun and can't wait to see the elephant get shot. Orwell isn't happy because he didn't mean to shoot the elephant. The elephant is eating grass in the field when the group finds it. When Orwell sees the calm animal, he knows he shouldn't shoot it. Killing a full-grown elephant is like destroying expensive infrastructure. When Orwell comes to this decision, he looks out at the thousands of people who have gathered and sees that they all expect him to shoot the elephant, as if it were a play. Orwell knows that the freedom of white men is the real price that Westerners paid for taking over Asia. As puppets, the conquerors have to do what their people want. Orwell has to shoot the elephant because if he doesn't, the people will laugh at him, which he can't stand. Orwell decides that the best thing to do is to approach the elephant and see what it does. But this would be risky, and the elephant might make Orwell look bad in front of the people. If Orwell doesn't want to be embarrassed in this way, he has to kill the beast. As he points the gun at the elephant, he thinks it will hit its brain. When Orwell fires, the crowd goes crazy with joy. When the elephant falls to its knees, it starts to drool. When Orwell fires again, the elephant looks worse, but it doesn't fall over. The elephant makes a noise and falls, shaking the ground where it lands after the third shot. The elephant that fell still has air in its lungs. Even though Orwell shoots more, the bullets don't hurt anyone. The elephant must be in a lot of pain. It makes Orwell sad to see the elephant powerless to move and yet powerless to die, so he fires more bullets into its throat with a smaller gun. When this doesn't help, Orwell leaves the scene so he doesn't have to see the beast suffer. He learns later that the elephant died in 30 minutes. Soon after, people in the village take the meat off of the bones. Some people didn't agree with Orwell's decision to kill the elephant. The elephant's owner was mad, but because he was Indian, he couldn't go to court. For older British people, Orwell's choice made sense. But for younger colonies, killing an elephant because it killed a coolie wasn't right because they think elephants are more important than coolies. Orwell says that he is glad the elephant killed a person because that made what he did legal. Finally, Orwell wants to know if any of his friends knew that he killed the elephant only to avoid looking a fool.
About the author. Eric Arthur Blair was born on June 25, 1903, in Motihari, Bengal, British India. Blair went to boarding school in England from the age of 6 to 19 on grants. Even though he was a good student sometimes, he was socially awkward because he was poor. Blair was a police officer in India when he was in his early 20s. There, he saw directly the terrible effects of British colonial rule. Blair left India when he was 27 to tour around England and France. He started writing professionally with a collection of essays written under the name George Orwell. Blair worked as a reporter in his 30s, most famously as a war reporter during the Spanish Civil War. Blair's job put him between writing fiction and writing reality. It's true that Blair finished working as a reporter and released his book Animal Farm right before he wrote Politics and the English Language in 1945. He worked on 1984 in the last few years of his life and went back and forth between Jura in Scotland and London with it. It was published in June 1949, almost a year before his death.
Hope we summarized it fully and you liked it. Please hit the like button and subscribe to our channel so that we are motivated to create more videos.